There we go.
There he is. There's our boy.
What's up, Craig?
What's
Missed you.
up?
What's up?
Back.
Part
Back
2,
again.
basically. Yeah.
Part 2.
Very quick ending to the last
Yeah.
Barbenheimer attempt.
We're doing much like Barbenheimer, we're doing a double feature pod.
A double feature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of
Um
triumph and trials.
yeah. Yeah, so we're back. What's new
We're back.
with you, Samuel?
Well, one thing is new. We got the new mixer here. We got up to, I think, 10 channels, maybe?
Damn.
No, 12 channels.
Opposed to, what was it before?
We had 4 technically, but only 2 were
So
usable.
we just tripled.
Yeah.
We just quadrupled.
Yeah, exactly.
Think
So
about
we could have up to 12
We
people
could
on
have
the pod,
Graham.
which
We
would
could
be
have
insane.
Jake. We could have
Yeah.
Troy. We could
Yeah.
have
John,
Matto.
We could have
Carson.
everybody. We could have done
Everyone.
the solo episode live in person.
I'm hyped. Well, first thing back, we'll do a solo part 2
Yeah, that's what
with
we need.
everyone.
I think realistically, we only have like 4 inputs that I know work that I like tested.
Okay. I'm sure. Why wouldn't the other ones work, right?
That's true. They're different. So, but they should
Oh.
be pretty much good. I think 4 is all we need anyway. Like,
yeah,
4 is a good amount. It kind of goes off the rails whenever we have more than 2 other people on here.
Those are good eps, though.
Those are good eps. They're all great eps.
Yeah, what am I talking about? We consistently produce bangers. Every episode we record, I'm like, that's the new best episode of all time.
Exactly. Every single time. Especially the last episode. Everybody go listen to the part 1.
Yeah. Is that up yet?
No, I didn't have time yesterday. I went to, the reason I had to rush out is because I had to go to a football game. Went to go watch football. The Edmonton Elks. My uncle designed their indigenous logo.
Uncle? Damn. I
Yeah,
saw you post that in your story.
Yeah, it's a pretty sick logo.
You got royalty in your blood, my friend.
I know. So I went. Does the Edmonton Elks have lost?
I have some pretty.
Go for it.
I have some pretty prestigious family as well.
Yes, you do.
One of my, I think it's like a great uncle, was on what's that Canadian show? Corner Gas. You ever heard of Corner Gas? I think he was on an episode of that. Yeah. So shout out.
Yeah.
To that guy.
Shout out to him. Do I sound weird now?
I just heard like a foghorn.
Oh yeah? I'm just playing with this thing now. Does it still sound weird?
It's sounding weirder.
Does it keep sounding weirder? I'm gonna keep
Even
going
weirder.
through all these settings.
You're sounding more robotic.
How about right now? How's that? That should be the best one, I think.
No, you're like getting multiplied and you're robotic.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna. Yeah, mail for Sam. There, it's over.
Back to normal. Yeah.
Anyway, that's one of many fun things we can do with the board.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. We'll get a lot
of great use out of it.
Yeah.
Shout out Corner Gas. We'll have to do a retrospective. Watch
one of these days.
Yeah. Corner Gas exclusive. We'll interview your uncle or great uncle or yeah. That'll be sick.
Gerald, I think.
Shout out Gerald.
Does anyone know their great uncles? Tell me
I actually
honestly.
know my great uncle, yeah.
Damn. Never mind then.
Yeah. My family's tight, man.
Tight. You're like Fast and Furious.
Exactly.
Family.
Yeah. I keep finding all these family members. They just keep appearing.
I know.
Oh, right. I forgot about all the beef we had.
Yeah.
You think I would have mentioned it before, but no. You just keep popping up.
That's sick. That's sick.
It is sick. I am Dom Toretto.
My grandma on my father's side is compiling like a big family history thing right now. She's really into that. So maybe we'll uncover some crazy family lore.
Probably.
Maybe I am
your Martin Scorsese's son.
Oppenheimer's grandson.
Probably.
I might be. Probably.
That would make sense. He had sex with a lot of women.
He was a player. He was a dick.
Yeah. A dick with a dick.
He was
cool guy.
Cool though. He was so cool though.
He was so cool.
He wrecked Strauss so many times.
He got him.
It was like the
cheated on his wife.
Virgin memes.
Just awesome.
Yeah. How about that Matt Damon though? Leslie Groves.
Yes.
Here's what I'll say about that movie. Everyone was cast, and mostly everyone looked exactly like who they were cast as. Or not exactly, but like pretty good resemblance.
Pretty close. Yeah.
Except for Matt Damon. The dude he's playing in real life was like gross, very gross looking.
Yeah, Matt Damon is not gross looking.
He's a pretty handsome man.
Yeah, they should have gone for a gross guy.
Matt Damon's great in that movie though. Just fucking greatest fucking thing in the entire world. Just yelling, getting upset. It's very fun.
I would tell him to just chill out.
But hey, also Matt, he has a wholesome little relationship with Oppenheimer. It's very fun.
Yeah, but did he sell him out to Casey Affleck?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Oppenheimer did not do himself any favors there either. Just like half snitching on one of his colleagues.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot, man.
Dumbass. Go all the way.
Oppenheimer, though, 9 out of 10. I don't think I said that last time.
Yeah, 9 out of 10. Great.
Love that movie. Be a 10 out of 10, if not for that one bad sex scene and how underwritten Florence Pugh and Emily Blunt are.
Blunt. Yeah. Emily Blunt does get the one great monologue.
Dude.
Saves her.
She fucking destroys Jason Clarke in that scene.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a great scene. I love
Jason Clarke in that movie too, man. He's just like he's like a police interrogator, and he's just such a dick. Just so mean.
Just fully looking to tear Oppenheimer down. You feel so bad for Oppenheimer's little lawyer. You're like, oh, he only has a little.
He is pretty cute. I want to pinch his cheeks.
Yeah.
He's like asking for cross-examination, and they're like, "This isn't a trial," but it's like, "This is a trial."
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
It reminds me of Franz Kafka's The Trial.
And is there a non-trial in The Trial?
There's no trial. It's just a really long, bureaucratic, nightmarish, labyrinthine kind of system that no one understands. The whole like idea of that novel is he's getting like accused of something, and they just will never tell him what the charges are. And he's going through this horrifying, like, bureaucratic nightmare. And every chapter is just these long pages of explaining how the system works. And it's all, like, so nonsensical and so, like half acquittals. It's, great.
Yeah.
Horrible read.
Just like real life.
Probably. I don't know. I've never been on a trial. But
me neither. I went to one court case, though.
Yeah?
Once. I just, like, sat in.
It's my dream.
Grandpa. It's
my dream to be on like a jury.
Oh, you want to be on a
jury? On a really like high profile case, dude. Just
you want to be one of 12 angry men?
I would be the angry man for sure. I wouldn't, but I'd like to think I would be.
You give your big speech.
I'm gonna go to like a trial, right? That's like just the most cut and dry. This dude murdered his wife or something. Everyone's like, yeah, he did. I'm gonna be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, and I'm just gonna.
I have reasonable doubt, and then you're gonna pull out a knife.
Everyone's like, "Whoa,
dude! How'd you get a knife in here?" You can't leave.
And I'm gonna be on trial because I pull a knife in a jury room. They're like, "He did it with a gun. What are you doing?" I'm like, this proves something.
This is my final piece of evidence, and then you'll make everybody cry.
So don't put me on a jury, but if you do, it'll be a romp, man. Be a good time.
I think I actually got summoned for jury duty last year.
Yeah? Didn't go?
Yeah, but I couldn't go because I was moving to Red Deer.
And Red Deer ruins another good thing, man.
I forgot completely about that. Yeah, that's totally true. I got summoned.
My mom got summoned for jury duty, and she didn't do it.
That's illegal.
I know.
She needs to be put on trial.
She needs to be put on The Trial by Franz Kafka.
And Orson Welles.
Orson Welles. Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out. Yeah, Oppenheimer
Watched a
was great.
couple. Yeah, Oppenheimer, love it. Such cool practical effects, just mind-numbing shit. Like,
Yep.
so well written. So well written, man. God
And
damn.
did Christopher Nolan write it, or was it other
I think it's
people?
co-written by someone as well. But I really think just being an adaptation of a source material helped out so much
Yeah, and
with
being,
the
real
writing.
people
Yeah,
take a
definitely.
lot.
'Cause fuck, man, um I like Interstellar, don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but, like, the daughter character is just the most stock, nothing
Dun,
character,
dun.
and so much of that movie is just, like, investment in their relationship, right? And
Mhm.
it's nothing,
You
There's nothing
cry
to
every
latch on.
time.
I wish I could cry. I wish I could cry for that movie because it does seem.
Screenplay by Christopher Nolan for
And his
Oppenheimer.
brother. Oh,
Ah,
for
right.
Interstellar, it's his brother.
Yeah,
Um,
Robert
dude, do you
Heimer.
know the one scene in Interstellar, right, where he's, like, crying and watching
The
all the
memories.
stuff he missed?
Yeah.
Great scene. I always thought that was in 2001, right? So when I was young growing up, I was watching
Oh,
2001, the whole movie waiting for that scene. Like, where
there's no
one
emotion in 2001.
I know, and I was so confused watching it. I remember I,
Well,
like,
I'm gonna
didn't
take
like
that
it
back.
very much because I was waiting for that scene.
You didn't like 2001 because you were like, "Where's the
Well,
crying man?"
does anyone like 2001 when they watched it in high school? I don't know.
I didn't watch it in high school, luckily.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good though.
Yeah,
Rewatching that, fuck, I need to see that on, like, film someday, man.
I got to see that one in
OMG.
theaters during COVID because they were just
Lucky
playing all the
man.
old movies, and you'd be like the only person in the theater. That
Dude,
was pretty
just
sick.
wanking it in there. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I went on. Actually, I brought a girl. I went on a date to
There you
2001: A
go.
Space Odyssey.
How was
Yeah,
that?
they
What was
liked it,
the
but it
other
was definitely
movie?
like kind of I was like the whole time so into it, and they were clearly not as into it. But
You brought a girl to, like, a French New Wave movie, right? What was
yeah,
that?
400 blows,
Nice.
and that was before I was like I knew what the French New Wave was really. Like I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Mhm.
So we were like, "What was that piece of trash?"
Yeah, such
That's
a
not a
bad movie.
classic.
Such a bad movie.
Great episode if you want to hear our thoughts on it.
Yeah, bad
Episode 2
movie,
or whatever.
great, great podcast.
Great cast. You got to get through the
Um,
first 5 minutes of that cast, and then it's smooth sailing.
yeah, it's like life, you know? You gotta get through the tribulations before you get the treats.
Yep,
Um,
exactly.
I watched a certain film last night that I watched a lot of movies last night, but the first one I watched second one I watched was, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ah, yes.
OMG. I quite liked it. Very fun movie.
I quite liked it too, but I was having just a really bad time in the theater. Like
Mm,
I don't know why, but I like had something to do like immediately after. So I
ah,
was like kind of dreading that the whole time in the theater.
that
And I was like,
sucks.
"Oh my god, it's about to end. Thank God. I can just like leave." And then it
I
just
get
like
that.
kind of so I think if I watched it again, I would like it a lot more.
Every time I
But
watch a movie, like, before work, I'm like, "Ugh, as soon as this is over, let's just
yeah,
off to work."
exactly. I just have to go do
But
something else.
I liked it, man. That animation was so good in
It
that
was
one.
awesome. I really
It's like,
liked the
see all
chemistry
the,
of the
like,
turtles.
the line marks, all the stroke marks, man. It's
Yeah.
like, I was reading an article they put out about it. It's like they're kinda wanting it to be like a high schooler sketchbook, kinda really messy,
Yeah, it definitely feels like
grubby,
that.
and it was great. That was awesome, man. Love all the
Yeah.
designs for the mutants. Those are really good.
Yeah, those were great. I didn't
Um,
love Seth Rogen. Like, I forget
he
who
was
they were.
barely in it, man. Seth
I
Rogen
know
has, like, 6 lines.
he has like 6, but it just was like every time I heard him, I was like, "Right, Seth Rogen."
I didn't mind that.
I don't know, I
Um,
found it a little distracting, but
you like Ice Cube as Superfly? I thought he was
I
actually pretty
did.
good.
I did, yeah. Who was the,
Um,
professor guy? Because I recognized his
dude,
voice, but I
Giancarlo
Oh,
Esposito.
okay, I was yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I was wondering who.
Yeah, it's a really fun movie. I think,
I thought Ice
dude,
Cube was
a
awesome, yeah.
couple action sequences in that were so good. Like, the one where they edit together the 4 different kinda, like, interrogations, sort of.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's so good.
I thought
That
that was
scene was
just gonna go in a circle. I thought they were just gonna keep
yeah.
circling around.
Great scene. Worst part? script for that movie's pretty rough, I think.
It's good for today. It might not be good tomorrow.
I don't know. It feels dated on release, man. I don't know. Like they use the word "riz" a lot.
They do use the word "riz,"
and it's like that's already dated. I feel like with the way like TikTok works, like these N words are out within a few months.
It's hard.
So it's like it's dated on release. You just fuck.
But you look at it like
man.
a time capsule. It's a time capsule of
I don't want
that
time
2023.
It was good though. Great style. Great action.
Yeah. And one day you can show this to your kids and be like, "Yeah, we talked like that."
It was actually kids like voicing the turtles.
Yeah, it wasn't Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just looking at screenshots for those Michael Bay ones and like fuck, man.
Yeah, this one's not as good.
Yeah, it's like we used to be up here and now we're down
We used
here.
to be great.
It's depressing, man.
Greatness.
The West has fallen.
Yep.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Hype.
Great film.
7 out of 10.
It was a pretty good film. I think I gave it a 6.
I also rewatched the original 90s one. That one's very fun.
I like that one.
Very
I love
fun.
their rubber suits.
They're kind of creepy, man.
Cowabunga.
The whole time I'm like, I could see this being very terrifying to watch as a kid.
Yeah,
because I watched it as a kid.
Valley, right? Where it's
and I don't remember
are
much
those?
of it. Yeah, you can see like the seams on the suit at the neck, especially.
Yeah, well, those were like I think Frank Oz puppets, right? Like they're
okay,
high quality puppets, the best of the best that the '90s could get you.
Splinter is puppeteered and voiced by the guy that does Elmo, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, that is sick.
Do you remember the scene where Raffaello, like after Splinter gets captured, where he like screams? You remember that?
No, it's been a while since I watched that.
Here, I'm gonna pull that up because I'd always seen that in memes, right? And I thought it was edited. This shit is so gnarly, dude. Oh my lord, it is so funny. We need to soundbite it, I think.
Gotta get Jake to get it on the board.
It's so funny, dude. Okay, how do I do this again? Share your screen.
Share.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You seeing this? You seeing this? Okay. You seeing it? That's it.
It's a pretty good transition.
That's so
from mouse to sewer grate.
The spinning around, just screaming.
Movie.
Bloody screaming.
Yeah.
It took me so off guard, man. Great. Love that movie. Yeah, it's great.
Were the also turtles all as distinct in the 90s version as they are in this one?
Oh no. Not even, man. Like it's all about Leo's like leadership pretty much in that one.
Yeah.
Or was it Leo? Might have been Raphael.
Yeah, Leo's the leader.
Oh no, I think was that Raphael? Who's about? I don't know. They all blended together in that one for the most part.
Yeah.
This new Mikey. One, they definitely.
Mikey likes pizza.
I love Mikey. He was always my favorite growing up.
Me too.
He's the best.
And I also liked Donnie.
Donnie. I have the collectible merch.
You do.
Donnie. You do. Do you think I should bring that to the studio when we get the studio up and running?
Absolutely.
Feels like a part of the studio. You still have
the SpongeBob
studio. SpongeBob chess. Hell yeah.
That's packed up. It's ready to go.
Oh, I love it. The studio's gonna be so mint this year.
Yep. It'll be perfect.
We getting a hookah for the studio?
We have to.
Yeah, like hookah's essential.
It is. That's what I'm always doing at home.
Get just like nice hookah ASMR in there.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a hookah bar?
Yeah, but I've never imbibed.
Me and Cole went to one actually, and it was really. Is
there one in Red Deer?
It was in Calgary.
Yeah, I think all the Edmonton ones closed down actually.
We didn't really know what we were doing, really, so we were just chuffing on it. And at one point, we were literally just like inhaling ash and smoke, just like not good. And the guy had to come and like stop us. It was bad, man. It's very
What the
funny.
fuck are you doing?
Yeah. And then he, like, relit it for us and just took, like, 30 seconds of chops off our hookah. The employee
Nice.
is really funny. Good vibes in there.
Yeah.
So I'm
Sounds like fun. You're a
hookah
hookah
built,
man.
man.
Yeah.
All about that. But yeah, watched another film last night.
Tell
2
me
more
about it.
movies. Talk to Me, the new Australian horror film. You heard of
How was
this?
that?
It's good.
I
Great
have heard of it.
even.
Haven't seen it yet though.
It's really good. I'd really recommend it. Really great horror. It's from the Rocka guys, if you know who that is.
No.
They were YouTubers that I watched growing up.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
it's really cool to see him break into film. They did all the, like, the
And do
Ronald
well.
McDonald, like, videos. And, like, it's funny because the violence actually feels like their YouTube videos, how it's, like, cut together and how they do audio on them. It's really
Huh.
funny.
That
It's
is
great to
cool.
see, though. But, like, there's some really cool sequences in the movie. There's, like, one montage that's just chef's kiss. So good.
Mm. I
Yeah.
saw it got
So,
greenlit for a sequel, so
yeah, on Letterboxd, they have the sequel and the prequel on there. So,
prequel.
yeah.
Whoa.
So, the Talk to Me verse is expanding.
Yeah. Shout
And
out. We'll have to get him on the pod to
I watched
talk to them
one
about
more
it.
movie last night because I was just going crazy. I
Which
watched
movie?
Drive. I watched Drive, dude,
With Ryan Gosling.
with Ryan Gosling.
Another
Do you
movie
find
I've not seen, but I don't really like Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan
There, I
Gosling.
said it.
I didn't care for him. Well, I was just indifferent to him, but dude, Barbie turned me into a gauze head. He's so
He's great in
funny.
Barbie.
So
He's
funny.
this. I find that he's pretty much the same in like everything else, though. He's got
Yeah, just mute
puppy dog.
face.
Yeah,
It's I find it really hard to form an impression of films like Drive just because it's so, like, intertwined and interlinked with just meme culture and
mm.
shit. I don't know if you're how aware you are of all that, but
Yeah. I mean,
Drive
definitely Drive, like Wolf of Wall
Drive is
Street.
Drive is so memed on, dude.
Yeah,
It's like even just the jacket, I can't take any of it seriously just because it's all been tarnished, I feel. It's a good
yeah.
movie, just I don't know.
It's
It's,
just become it. It's transcended. It's more than just a movie
right?
now.
Really, it's a trend, it's a culture, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Um, but damn, dude, that movie looks so good. It's lit so fantastically. Just that, like, a lot of neon lighting, using all,
that's
like, the
cool.
street lights and
Lots
car
of
lights, the
colors
light
then too.
fixes. Yeah, it's
That's
fantastic.
nice. Would
Um,
you recommend it
oh,
or
I
stay
would.
away
I think
because
it's
of
a fun
memes?
watch.
Okay,
Dude, the music in
fun
that
watch.
movie, music's so good.
Okay.
Real human being. That's my cover of it.
It sounded
So,
accurate to me without having
yeah.
seen it.
So everyone,
Clap, 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 clap.
all right. What else is there to talk about? The goss, the
There's a
goose.
quack sound.
Oh, I
I
got
mean,
Punch Drunk Love. Very nice
it came.
release.
Oh, right.
The
You
one
got
I
two
found at
Punch
Value
Drunk Loves
Village.
now.
And this is going to sound like heresy, sacrilege, whatever. I
Yeah,
think the release I found at Value Village is a like far better release than the Criterion
that's
one.
actually the release that I have as well. It's got like all
Yeah.
the fold outs.
So I like the Criterion release. I haven't looked at the digital like supplementals yet, but just for the
Yeah,
physical release of it, I think it's pretty subpar.
yeah.
It's weak. It's just a Blu-ray with one, not even a booklet, just like the fold out
Oh, it doesn't have
long
a booklet.
stretch ones.
Ah, that's too
Just the
bad.
ones where it folds out. I don't like those as much.
No.
But the one at Value Village is beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Beautiful. The booklet it has all those illustrations in it, like
yeah,
genuine pieces of art. It's fantastic.
yeah. I mean, it plays with those like the colors, like the flares that you
Yeah.
see a lot
Oh,
in Punch Drunk Love. Yeah, it's really
yeah.
awesome.
So hate to go against the Criterion family, but
Yeah, we'll take this episode down if they pay us.
yeah, put this behind a paywall.
Yeah, exactly. It's outside of Critterpit.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything
Shout
else?
out Punch Drunk Love. How long did it take for that criterion to get to you?
Oh, it took a bit. Probably like 2 or 3 weeks.
Great.
Yeah.
But it finally made it. I know you have 2 copies.
Yeah. I love it. That's a great film, so I'm more than happy to have 2 copies.
That is
One
a
of
great
my
film.
top 4 on Letterboxd.
So, if you were to lend a copy of Punch Drunk Love to somebody, which copy would you lend?
That's tough.
Yeah.
It really depends on the person.
Okay.
Honestly.
Jakey.
Jakey, I'd probably lend maybe the Criterion because we're in the Criterion verse, you know?
That's true.
And,
And it's a Blu-ray, right? Is the
and
other one's not?
I think it's a DVD.
Yeah.
But also just, like, for a lending situation, it's not like they're keeping it, you know? So it's like they
No.
get the supplementals.
Yeah.
They
They
don't
get to
it's not as important
most
to
stuff.
physicals.
That's
Yeah.
true. Doesn't
Yeah,
have to look good on their shelf.
exactly.
Although
It's my
whenever you
shelf
lend me
that has to
DVDs
bear
or
its stain.
anything, I always put it on the shelf. I pretend it's mine.
Yeah. You pretend it's yours.
It's part of the collection.
That's actually what I do with the repo man you gave me just to see how it'd look. So now I
See how
have
it
it
fit.
up there, and it
Yeah.
fits just fine. I
Oh
love
yeah.
that repo man release, man. That so much
Yeah.
great,
We've talked about it
original
before,
art.
but it's
Yeah.
probably the best that I've seen so far.
I think
Criterion's releases.
Citizen Kane release is so nice, and the Do the Right Thing, and Videodrome. Those 3.
Videodrome, right? Yeah.
Love Videodrome. Oh, man. So dope.
Do the Right Thing
Yeah.
though is just like the text, right? It's
Yeah,
there's
but, like,
visual,
it
but like
inside there's this nice, like, fold out unique art of all the, like, characters on the Brooklyn street.
oh, that's
It's
cool.
great, and then it has, like, one of the thickest booklets I've seen from a Criterion release. It's, like, damn, half an inch thick?
That's sick.
Or not,
That's
quarter of an inch
huge.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, dude.
I don't know.
Um, yeah. Okay. Anything
Sick.
else?
No, I think that's it for me.
That
Go
covers it
Elks.
all?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll see you next time, Critter Nation.
No, we have
I'm joking. I'm
Forest.
joking.
We have a film to talk about.
We do. Would you like to introduce
Introduce.
this?
So I watched the movie Summertime over a
Me
couple
too.
of weeks, basically.
Oh, I
um,
watched it over
with
2 nights actually because I fell asleep watching it.
yeah. So one time it was like because I thought we were going to be able to record, uh, whatever, like
Long
last week or
time ago.
something. So I
Yeah.
started watching it in the morning, ran out of
Mhm.
time to watch it, and
Yeah.
so I paused it, whatever, and then I watched it like yesterday, I guess in
Okay.
the morning, to
From
make
that
sure that
point?
I had it. From that point, yeah, I didn't
Oh,
restart it.
man.
But
So
it
how
was
much
actually a
of
good point to pause at.
what
I
point was it?
It was when Katharine Hepburn was sitting at the like big plaza for the first time, and
Mm,
the
m'kay. Yeah.
shopkeeper is just behind her.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good turning point.
Yeah,
End of the first act, maybe? I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
think so. It
I didn't pay attention in storytelling.
was right around there.
Um,
But the plot of this movie is a middle-aged lady goes to Venice and
oh,
takes
yeah.
has a fun little summertime adventure.
Yeah. Tries to
She's
find the
single
magic
and
in
ready
Europe,
to mingle.
but that experience proves a little disenchanting, but also enchanting,
Yeah,
bittersweet.
bittersweet.
Bittersweet. It's a lovely little movie.
It is.
It is. It was funny going into this. I'm like, I have no clue who David Lean is. I've never heard of this guy before, right? Who is this Joe Blow, right? Who are forced
Yeah,
to watch. Go on his filmography, fucking Lawrence of Arabia,
Arabia.
um,
Yeah,
uh, Bridge over River, Kwai,
why?
Kai,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, damn, I don't know enough about films.
I had that exact same thing where I was like, "Who? What else has this guy directed?" Oh, like the most famous movie of all
Yeah,
time.
apparently this is his favorite of his collection. So shout
It's
out.
a solid one, and it's not like
Yeah.
5 hours long, so that's good.
Fuck, I need to see Lawrence of Arabia, like, in cinema, I feel,
Yeah,
on
because I
70
don't know
mil.
if I can get through it.
I mean, I could, I'm a pretty
It's long.
passionate 3-hour long, boring movie lover. Um,
Got to be in the
Irishman,
right mood though.
Oppenheimer, but, like, yeah, gotta watch that. This, though,
This is
it's a
only 90
lean
minutes.
it's a lean film.
Oh, how long was the version that you watched?
Did you like the wordplay I just did? It's a lean film.
It is. I don't get it, but Sure.
Because the director's David Lean, and
Oh,
it's a
of
short
course.
film.
We were just
The
talking about it.
Lean film.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Version I watched was on the Criterion channel, so.
Okay. And how long was it?
I mean,
Because on Letterboxd it says 99 minutes, but the version I watched was 94.
You didn't
So
watch it on the Criterion channel?
no, because I started watching it before I had the channel, so I was just watching it on YouTube. There's like a million rips of it.
140. It's 140.
Oh, so somehow I'm missing 5 minutes of that movie. And I don't know where it is. Maybe through our discussion we'll find it.
Did you still get the opening credits right?
Yep,
Okay, those are lovely. I love the opening credits,
those
man.
were lovely.
Oh, it's like so many great little pieces, artworks. And like the music it's playing has so much like diegetic noise in it. It's great,
Yep,
man. It was
it is
lovely.
nice. And the score switches between diegetic and non-diegetic quite a bit.
Yeah. It's something I would love to get any of those like stills just printed out and have in my home. They're also nice. It's
Yeah,
kind of the same
a nice
style the
painting.
Criterion cover is,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that cover.
It's a very good cover.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
nice.
I really do like those opening credits.
How would you describe that art style? Kind of
It's like painted. It's
like minimalistic, abstract,
flat.
maybe.
It's like impression. It's
Yeah.
like
We need to
you
get
just get the
Tanya on this.
vibes of them, right?
Tanya would know.
Yeah.
But
She
yeah,
would be like squinting and making. Yeah.
she'd get really close.
Yeah. She'd be like, "What? You guys are completely wrong."
Yeah. How much?
These are child's paintings.
He spent 2 minutes on this, but
Yeah.
great film, good film.
Good film. Solid
Very.
film.
Did this
Different than
movie
maybe.
feel like it felt nostalgic to me? Do you think it was like purposely going for that vibe? I think it was because it's supposed to be like,
I think it's also just like an era of when it was made too, right? Where it has that like 1950s movie feel. That
but
I
more
don't know.
like I got the vibe that it felt like looking back at like vacation home videos, sort of like, especially with how the shot composition was a lot of the
Sure.
time, like that floating camera style, just following around. I
That makes sense. Yeah.
I got that vibe,
I kind of got
and
that vibe as well. I mean, they
it's a great
definitely
vibe.
play with that because for
Mhm.
most of the movie, she's shooting her own little home movie
Yeah, exactly.
on her little camera.
Um, and like this is like feels like like the perfect movie for Technicolor, you know? Just
Yeah.
so beautiful. Venice,
So
man.
bright. Yeah.
Have you been to
So many
Venice?
colors. I actually have been to Venice, but
Knew it. I knew
I
it.
was like 9 years old. So
So,
my memories
my
of Venice are
question
not
is,
very strong.
Venice is gonna be like gone, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Soon
Because it's
ish.
sinking, I think, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Fuck.
also a weird place to just have a city generally, I think.
So where it's on an ocean? It's in a bay?
Yeah. I think it's in a
What's
bay,
going
like
on
in
there?
Italy.
Yeah, and they just built out into the water.
Yeah. I think
Weird. How
I don't know
they?
if it's a series of islands or what.
Because
Was
it's
looking
such
at
a
map.
beautiful city, man. But like,
Yeah.
damn, it's gonna be gone, man. Because even beyond just like, everything's going underwater, just feel like construction from like what, 200 years ago or something.
More than that, right?
It's just gonna
Venice is
collapse, right?
old.
Water damage, man.
Yeah. I'm sure that they're like because it's so iconic, they're doing a lot to make sure that doesn't happen. But just like as the
I
ocean
gotta go
rises,
there.
they're
I gotta go there
screwed.
before it disappears, man. That place looks so romantic and lovely.
I remember it being a little grosser than it's portrayed in this movie.
Oh,
Like
I bet.
you have to think like just a city with just water running through all of
A lot
it.
of rats,
A
I'm
lot of
guessing.
rats. You don't want to
Yeah.
fall in that water.
Dude, funny you say that because Katharine Hepburn does take a dive in the
She
water there,
does.
and that was for real. And apparently, she got
That
an ear infection from that. That like
does not
lasted
surprise me.
lasted her entire life, dude. On and
Oh
off.
no,
Yeah,
because she
that's.
she died in like 2003.
I know she
So
died like 2 months before I was born. So
whoa. So maybe you're the reincarnation.
her or Lenny Riefenstahl. I remember we discovered that.
Two kindred spirits.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Pioneers. Yeah.
Yeah. God, ear infections, man. 'Cause why is that water so gross? Just because like everyone's throwing trash in it, or
pouring trash
just
in,
all
and
circulated?
just engines and just
Yeah.
generally
Ew.
gross. I'm sure a lot
So
of people pee in it just
are we
directly.
an anti-Venice pod? That's what you're
Yeah,
saying?
I
Okay.
am. I like the idea of it, but I won't cry when it sinks.
I think we should have one of those in like Canada. Can we do that?
Yeah, we
In Red
should.
Deer? On
Let's get some
Sylvan?
canals in Red Deer.
Sylvan Lake? Sylvan
Yeah,
Lake? Little
Sylvan Lake.
something out there.
It's
It's
perfect.
funny. Every
Just
time the lake freezes over, man, they like make a town out there, bro.
yeah.
They have like it's crazy, man.
Well, just
There's a
think how
whole
fun it would be
society.
if there was like a Canadian version of this with canals, and you could just go skate everywhere you wanted to. It'd be
I could
fun.
have my very own summertime.
Yeah, you could fall in the lake, and a little boy named Mario could not steal your camera.
Little orphan pimp.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed he was when I first watched that scene. I was very confused when I first watched that scene. I guess we should set this up more.
Sure.
Like throughout the movie, she has this sidekick, you
The
know?
street urchin.
Yeah,
Street
named
rat.
Maro, I think it is.
Maro, yeah.
Yeah, very cute kid, and they have a very fun relationship, I thought. But like, there's
Mhm.
a scene in the movie where like these two people are having an affair, right? It's supposed to be like, oh, love here is not real, sort of. It's
Yeah.
all an illusion. And like the kid is involved in it as
The
like
kid's
kind of
getting them
a
the boat,
yeah.
getting
When I
them the
first watched
place.
that scene for some reason, I thought he was like a pimp or something. I was very confused. I had to rewatch it a couple times.
Nah, I think he's
You
just a
know,
guy who speaks Italian.
he's just a hustler.
Yep.
God bless that Maro.
God
Um,
bless.
so yeah, the movie she falls in love with a
Shopkeeper.
charming Italian man,
Yeah.
De Rossi, Ronaldo De
Surely has
Rossi.
nothing wrong with him.
No, he's picture perfect.
Yeah. And we've
Well,
just come off our Samuel Fuller train. So were you like, there's a kid in this movie?
yeah, oh no, I didn't connect
Are we
those
going for
dots.
another
Yeah,
pedophile?
yeah. Is this gonna be like what was that town called?
I
I
don't know. What?
forget.
It was basically just Town USA. Oh no, it
Yeah,
was the guy's name.
yeah. What was his name? What was Will Ferrell's name?
Will Ferrell. Yeah.
He looked exactly like Will Ferrell. Oh
Something.
well,
Yeah.
does not matter. Um,
I don't remember movies. Only remember the
no,
one that I just watched.
I only remember to log it on Letterbox.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, she falls for a
we're
shopkeeper who gives her.
oh, it was Grantville.
Yeah,
Yes.
Grantville
Just flipping through my notebook trying to find that. Um, no, I
falls for
was
a
not expecting a
shopkeeper.
Grantville twist in this.
That's good.
Um,
I was
but
ready
there is a
for it, but
twist. There's a
there's a
twist.
twist.
He's
We'll get to it
married,
later.
sort of.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he's married and has many children.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
player.
pr- he's pretty forward, man. Like he's kind and polite, but he's pretty forward with
Yes, I was
our main actress.
nervous for her.
Yeah, he's very pushy, but turns into a nice little
He's
fling.
Italian.
But it can't last long because
She's got to go.
because like Katharine Hepburn's whole character is like she hasn't found love all her life pretty much.
Yeah,
She's older, you know, she's alone, and at this point she's like,
she's kind of okay with it. Like she
yeah,
fantasizes, but she's not
it feels like
like
she's saving herself for the perfect thing, right? The
yeah,
idealistic thing. And it just gets to a point where it's like that's not possible. It's kind of the thing in this movie. And I
yeah,
loved using like Venice and Europe as kind of a backdrop of that because there's always that attitude like comparative to America. It's like this fairy tale place, you know,
yep.
this mystical
Anything can
place.
happen.
And then it's
Just
just the
swept off your feet.
disenchantment. It's the disenchantment with that.
And re-enchantment.
Reenchantment, disenchantment. It's all
It's
it's all
all
just the
there.
same pretty much.
Cinema.
I feel. Yeah. It's all just the same is kind of the realization. People are
People
people,
are
you know?
people are dogs everywhere.
Yeah. Um, I thought this movie was shot very well though. I loved how it was shot. A lot of like shots where people were in like complete silhouette and just like
Yeah.
the sights of the city in the background. That was really lovely. the way mentioned earlier, the camera moves, like
Yeah.
even every time she goes down into that courtyard place where they're playing the live music, the way the camera would like follow her and her eyes around the courtyard looking for
Yeah, and
DeRossi.
get a lot of good POV, her eyes,
Mhm.
and then also her own camera, her little camera,
Yeah, and
of
I
what's
loved the
important to
camera.
her in those moments, right? It's all the, like, architecture and
Yeah, and
little things.
I loved the camera as kinda like a little character motif.
Yeah.
Um, Kinda like, she's an observer, She's
Yeah.
not participatory in her own
Yeah.
life, she's standing on the outside a lot, never in frame, pretty much,
Mhm. And
and
she's
there's that.
also unwilling to, take pictures of other people. She's only
Yeah,
taking pictures of, like, statues and, like,
mhm.
non-animate
The
things.
romanticized kinda version of
Yeah,
Italy, of
exactly.
Venice.
Yeah.
Um, and I really love that shot that illustrates her loneliness when they're it's pretty early in the movie. She's having dinner with all of her, like, housemates, and then they all one by one leave,
Yeah.
and it's kind of a jarring cut, I felt like, because it cuts from her from one angle to another in kind of an awkward way, but I thought it worked well to just her, like, empty, surrounded by all these empty chairs just in the middle of the shot. Thought that was
Mhm.
great. Just alone in Venice, pretty depressing.
Poor
Um,
guy.
poor gal.
Yeah.
Um, you have so she first meets him in the courtyard, and he's staring her down. She's
I was creeped out by that. I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
don't like him.
she's
Hope we
uncomfortable.
don't meet him again."
And then the next scene, she goes to an
She's
empty.
immediately smitten. She's like, "Oh."
She runs right into him.
Yeah.
And I love that shot where she sees the red goblet, right? And it's like
Mhm.
completely dominating the frame. She's like tiny in the background and runs up
Yeah.
to it. That was great.
It's the only, like, piece of, like, vibrant color like that as well.
And the thing
It's
is,
great.
right after she buys that red goblet, dude, the next scene she's like in this vibrant red dress. So it's like
Yeah.
playing with the colors,
Yep.
embracing life a little more, getting out there. But then I
Doing
loved how with
things.
the red goblet, it kind of like comes back again and shows that like disenchanting kind of not as good as it may seem thing where the
Mhm.
obnoxious American couple bought like just a whole set
Yeah.
from a place and
Just a
exactly the
glass
same
blowing.
as
Yeah.
the supposedly antique
Yeah.
goblet.
18th century,
Yeah.
so he says.
Yeah.
They linger on the, like, inside of the shop for a while after she
Mhm.
buys it. I was really expecting him to just go in the back and grab another one and just put it on the display again.
Oh,
And I
that
was like,
dog. He would. That's such a
yeah,
DeRossi move.
that's definitely, like, I don't know, my experience with, like, Venice and Italy, and, like, those little kids
Yeah.
too, where it's like, always make
Mhm.
sure your pockets are zipped up. Like,
Yeah.
kids are gonna come by and steal all your shit, and everybody's
Assholes. But
hustling
not
and
not your camera
trying to
though.
get your money.
Not your camera though.
No,
Never
he
steal your
saves her
camera.
camera,
Um,
but not
yeah.
her.
Not in the end, no. Um, yeah. Did you find that American couple obnoxious? Because I found them pretty annoying.
Yeah, but they were the annoying American tourists.
Yeah.
They're
That
talking all the whole time, and they're
loud.
just
Their
bragging
whole day
about
planned out.
how many experiences they've had and how they're gonna do all these other things.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
The music
did
was
they
great.
fly in as well? Was that
I think so.
Yeah, that fancy. She had to take the boat.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought Katharine Hepburn was very fantastic in this. To a
Mhm.
point, I think sometimes her like facial reactions were like a little
Over the top.
over. Yeah, a little over the top.
I agree, but it
Like
does add to
sometimes,
that kinda throwback home movie vibe, I think, at
yeah,
times.
because like
Just
sometimes, like when she's interacting with DeRossi, it's just like I'm so in it. I'm buying it so well, right?
Yeah.
Then other times when it's just, especially just her in a scene, and it's just her like supposed to be her contemplating, so she just plays it as like swinging her head around,
Yeah.
contorting her face in kind of very
I kinda
obvious
love
ways.
the over, like, face acting. It's like,
Yeah,
I know what she's thinking. I know exactly what's
yeah,
happening. There's
think I
no
could have
room for
done with a little
interpretation.
more subtlety, but I thought that's not to rag on her performance too
Well,
much because I thought she was
Ethan, you
great.
are a very theatrical director. I think this
That's
is
true.
probably how you would have directed it as well. Make sure
Probably
everybody can see it in the back.
projecting a
Yep.
little bit, yeah. Um, fuck.
Yeah.
Arrivederci. Is that how you say that? What does that mean?
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. What does that mean? Goodbye?
I think so. Doesn't sound Italian to me, but
I just think of that
I
one
believe it
bit
is.
in Glorious Bastards. Arrivederci. Brad Pitt.
Arrivederci.
Um, it's a great. This
Until we
movie's a
meet again.
great example of setting his character. I love a good setting his character movie. You know,
Yep.
where setting
Absolutely.
becomes like it's a presence in every scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaks to you almost. Love that. Very fun.
Yeah. The whole. Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry. My just brain like stopped working. Yeah.
No
The
worries.
setting is so important to the
Mhm.
movie.
It's everything. This movie would not be this movie if it wasn't
But
Venice.
it could be Paris, I think, and still be the same kind of like any like overly romanticized city or place, I think
But would
could work.
Catherine have that ear infection? I don't think so.
She could
It
fall
had to
into
be
the
this movie.
French River. It'd be fine.
They don't got rivers up there.
Yeah.
Um, how about when it's revealed to Catherine that right, he's married. It's a big twist. He's he's just out here trying to slay some
Yeah.
American. And
She's looking for
I
this beautiful, romantic, maybe a long-term partner. But no, he
uh-huh.
just wants to get laid.
But it seems like he's very romantic, but it's also like, what are you doing? Because are they divorced? Is that the vibe you were getting with DeRossi?
No, because I think they just live in. I don't think they're like officially divorced. They live in
Because
separate
he said
houses,
we have
and
an
she's
arrangement.
we have an
He
arrangement,
said,
but I don't think they have an arrangement. I think, and because he, when Katharine Hepburn asks like, "Oh, does your wife go in the boats with other people?" He's like, "Fuck no, no."
no,
He has like a really
no.
strong reaction. Like, no, she
Um,
would never.
there's a great
So
line though when it's revealed to her that he's married. I love she goes, so am I, except for the hole in my head. Because then the kid asks, "Are you okay?" or something.
yeah, yeah,
So am I, except for the hole in my head.
oh,
That's so 50s, man.
so stupid.
Feels like 50s script. It's great. Or I love when DeRossi was trying to convince her, right, to be with him, right, and he
Yeah,
tells her to eat a de ravioli. I thought that was so funny. He's like, "You're a picky little eater.
yeah.
Just eat the ravioli."
Just this is what you can get. Take what you can get.
And I love that
It's
expression
a
to describe
very
just like
strange metaphor.
to describe a horny like middle-aged woman.
Yeah,
It's an interesting choice. Eat a
it's
de
it's an
ravioli.
it's kind of a weird message. That's like settle, just whatever.
Yeah, but it's
Doesn't
great
matter if
because
he's married.
it's complex, you know? It's a
Yeah.
complex situation. I think complexity is always welcome.
Do you think that she kind of gets into it like too fast? Like could she changes her mind about the whole thing a little quick? That's what it felt like to me.
Little
It's like
bit.
in 1 second she's like, absolutely not, like never gonna do it. And then in the next scene she's like, I love you. Like,
Yeah, she does say I love you and then
yeah.
runs away.
Yeah.
Um it it's very melodramatic. Um Big melodrama.
Yep.
But,
But it's
it's
fun.
summertime. We've all been there in the
Yeah.
summertime.
Summertime, a little fun playing
Yeah.
in Venice. We've all been there.
We've all been there in Venice. Little
Yep.
summertime fling
And
directed
then had
by
to take the train
David
home.
Lean. Oh, I love the way he shoots the train though. Awesome. The one shot of
Yeah.
her just hanging out completely,
Oh my
waving to
God, she
him.
was so far out of that
I
window.
know.
I was like, is that a stunt person? Like,
Yeah. It's a great shot,
it was,
but
yeah, but
practical,
her like
maybe not.
most of her body was out of the window.
She's really trying to get that flower, man.
Yeah, she did not get it.
Damn. I was thinking when the flower fell in the river or the canal, he could have gotten that.
He could have gotten it.
You just
We've already
you just
seen
need
her
to
fall in the
extend him.
canal. We know it'll be fine. Just swim out.
Yeah. There's no ear infections in there. It's
Yeah,
all chill.
there's nothing bad. Nothing
Oh,
bad
yeah.
happens to people that fall in the
That's
river.
that's my real takeaway from this movie. Venice might actually be pretty gross.
Yeah, never going there.
Ugh.
Just full of skeezy.
There's probably
men.
like a lot of corpses down there too. Dead
Oh,
people.
probably.
It's an
Probably for
ancient
like
place.
centuries. Yeah,
Yeah.
just buried underneath
This is why I'm for global
canals.
warming, because the quicker Venice goes under,
The better for you.
the quicker that happens.
And then all the Venetians will come to Red Deer because Red Deer's never going to
Ooh,
sink.
right?
Red
We're
Deer
the
will
number
become the
one.
new Venice.
We're the safest place on earth come global
Pretty
warming.
much. Pretty much.
Then all the Venetians will come here, and I'll have my very own summertime where I'm kind of like the
You're the
sleazy
guy.
local. Yeah,
Yeah. You'll have your shop.
yeah. And have my antique Red Deer antiques
Yeah.
shops. All the
I think he's
tweaker
still.
shopping carts.
Yeah. I think he's still like ripped off the lady. Ripped off Katharine Hepburn with the red
The
goblet.
bargaining.
Because,
I love.
if old Americans are getting 10,000, probably like a
Mhm.
Venetian could get that down to like, 4.
Yeah. Damn,
So,
I do love the bargaining kind of line. I thought that was really fun.
yeah.
Um,
He's a
it's
good
great.
guy.
He is a good guy.
Gives you a good
De
deal.
Rossi. He's a good guy, that De Rossi. He's
Yeah.
solid.
He's a solid guy.
Yeah. Fucking
Ah.
Italians.
Weird.
Weird bunch.
Why would they do that?
This or Solo?
This. For sure.
Okay.
How about
I
you?
mean, both are little summertime getaways.
Summertime. One's summer camp. One's one's
They're
like
two
when you've grown up.
sides.
Yeah.
There's two sides to
To
Italy.
each story. To Italy.
Solo and
There's the
summertime.
fascists and there's the shopkeepers.
Which is worse? One will rip you off, right?
Yeah.
The other
The other
will
will rip you apart.
make you eat your own poop. But
Yeah.
with the latter there, at least they're doing it straight up. There's no kind of like, oh, in
They're not
Italy we
playing with you.
bargain. We're
Yeah.
bargaining.
Or
They play with
bargaining.
your
No.
heart a little
Just
bit.
eat your
They're
shit.
just eat your shit right now, or I'll
You
kill
know
you.
what you're getting yourself into.
Right? There's no deception there. It's just
Yeah. It's
eat your
better
shit or
that
I'll
way,
kill
really.
you.
Yeah.
Right? So mark me down for that over handsome Italian man who plays with your heart
Yes.
and your wallet.
Please. I just
Please.
cannot get my heart played with anymore.
We are leaving gaslighting in 1955. Please.
Thank you very much. Please. Let's get the fascists back in Italy.
Quoting it.
Yeah.
What's going on the next Critterpit hoodie?
This is. We've also watched Amarcord, another iconic
Love
Italian
Amarcord.
summertime movie.
Yeah,
great.
man. Damn. That's
Italy
3
in the
Italian
summertime seems awesome.
Damn, why are we watching so many Italian films?
I think because they make good movies. But this is an American movie, just filmed in.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it all the clout to the Italians here.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a co-production with like the UK, US, and Italy, but
Yeah, but it's Katharine Hepburn. Like it feels like a
who
Roman
is not
holiday,
related?
that kind of movie.
She's not related to Audrey, if you can believe it.
I simply cannot believe it. I don't believe it.
I hate that when two people can have the last names but not be related. I hate that.
It's really
Come
annoying.
on.
It makes me confused.
This is a subject we've covered on Critterpit extensively. There was the episode with Graham where he just listed all the Robinsons he knows.
And I was related to all of them.
That's one of my favorite bits, just going on all the Robinsons.
Yeah.
There's a good amount of them.
There are so many of them. You never believe it. But Robinson is a pretty common name.
I'm yet to meet another LeQuire in the wild.
LeQuire.
We'll see though.
LeQ.
LeQuay.
One
Many
day.
names.
A man of many names.
Yes, sir. Yes,
well,
sir.
Summertime was great. Would you buy the Criterion of it? It's nice.
Not my favorite. Like it's a 7 out of 10. So it's not like something I'd run out to. Damn, that cover is so nice, dude.
It is. Is it a box?
And
Do you know? Because if it was a box, that'd be really nice.
yeah, I'd buy that
But
if
I'm
it was like
guessing
20
it's
bucks
not.
at Barnes and Noble. And honestly, I could honestly see this being a movie I like revisit and really fall in love with. Just such
Yeah,
like cozy vibes to it, you know?
I'm just
It's
even
like,
looking at like stills. Oh, we didn't mention her like red devil shoe. I really like
oh
that
yeah,
she
yeah,
buys
great
to go
fashion
out
on this.
and be very
Yeah.
fancy.
Oh, and I really love that shot, just that
Oh,
pulls back and shows him reading the newspaper. Like that's just such a well composed shot.
all of these shots are
Yeah.
really nice.
Dude, this just gets me hyped up for Lawrence of Arabia, man.
Yeah,
This,
which
but
is like
like
famous for
Dune,
being the
but
best. Yeah,
Dune.
just
It's
Dune.
literally just Dune.
Yeah,
So hyped. Oh, dude, that shot where they're laying in the field, I'm looking at it now.
yeah,
They're
me
laying
too.
in the field with the like water in the background and the red sun, the
It's
tall little tower. That is
yeah,
so beautiful.
beautiful.
Holy. Maybe
Like there's so much that goes into making a shot like that. You have to like
yeah.
the
That is
time has to be
gorgeous.
perfect. You can't have like super cloudy like weather. It's incredible that
As
that
someone
even
if
exists,
I was in
you
that
know?
situation, I would never leave Venice, that disgusting city. I'd be there forever.
Yeah. But I don't think you'd want to
Oh,
be
yeah,
with this
fuck.
guy forever. Like he's perfect as like a summertime fling because he's not
But, like,
reliable. He's
dude,
not a good guy.
you treat me to a nice little field romantic escapade like that, just for the cinematic value alone, you'll have me forever, probably.
Yeah.
Man,
Have you seen the Before trilogy, like Before
I've not.
Sunrise?
I think I'd love those.
Yes, you would.
I think I would.
It's a lot like this, but it's just like one night and
Okay.
just a super romantic. They're in a European city.
I think I'd love
And
it, but it'd probably make me very sad.
no, I think they're kind of, except for the last one, kind of feel good movies. Like,
I watched, Chungking Express recently, which is another great, like, longing romantic film.
yeah,
Sounds
I
really
didn't
great.
know that that was a romantic movie
Oh,
until
yeah.
recently. That's
Uh,
cool.
you should watch it, man. It's great. Really, oh, very beautiful, very interesting filming style in that. I think it's
I
like
will.
a low shutter speed or something they do. I don't know
Oh,
exactly
that's
how they get this
interesting.
effect, but
Yeah,
it's like disorienting. But we forgot to mention the scene where they bang, right? The two. And it's like kind of communicated through like fireworks. It's great, man. All the fireworks going up and they
yeah,
just leave the shoe on the balcony and it's like just
yeah.
keeps on getting intermittently lit in by the fireworks.
The
That shot is
fireworks.
that
It's
shot
really
is so
nice.
good.
I'm looking at the poster as well for the summertime, and we have our main guy in the background. He's reading the newspaper. You
Yeah.
see that
Okay.
the first time.
This might
That's
be
a really nice cover.
I know that
Got the
actually might be like
camera.
one of the best we've looked at yet.
Yeah.
See, like I love shit like this. So that's why releases like Punch Drunk Love, where it's just kind of a still from the movie with
Mhm.
like the lens flare turned up. That's disappointing to me. I want something more. I kind of want like an original piece almost to it, is my
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Like
It would be
the
that would be
Naked
awesome.
Kiss and Shock Corridor ones, like that is a great little it's like a comic art style there. That's
Yeah.
great. Like the Samurai Trilogy ones? Come on.
Yeah, those are awesome.
Like
The
there's a
movies aren't
few
even
where
that great.
just the stills are like everything, right? I mean, like Walkabout, come on. That still is so good.
Yeah.
Shit, I should have bought that Criterion.
It's,
Or
I saw that I think it's on Calgary Facebook Marketplace. So if you're willing to drive down to Calgary, it's
fuck,
there.
I might be. I might be.
400
Um
blows, that still is great when just him
Videodrome,
looking through the
obviously. Some
but
of the most
Videodrome, that's not a still, is it? That's, like, created art?
let me reach over and grab that real quick. Oh fuck. Okay. No, I think that's a still.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Videodrome is an
But
awesome
like
movie.
that's some of the best like original imagery I've ever seen though. Like that is so evocative, man.
Mhm.
OMG. Cronenberg's the master. Why haven't we been saying this?
Why is nobody talking about David Cronenberg?
I feel like I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
I've become kind of annoying. Everyone I meet, once I get talking to them, I'm like, "Have you heard of David Cronenberg?" And like nobody has. It depresses me.
That
It's
is
like
depressing.
everyone goes crazy over Drake, right? But Drake is no Cronenberg.
No,
That's all I'm
but they're
saying.
both Canadian, at least.
Fuck him. Fuck him. He's no Cronenberg. Oh, Ryan Gosling is Canadian. Did you know that?
I did.
Dude, that's sick.
Canadian legend.
Ryan Reynolds isn't Canadian?
He is Canadian.
Nuh-uh.
What? I'm like 99% sure he is.
Not in my book.
Oh, okay.
Because my
You
mom, she's always like, I love Ryan
denounce him.
Reynolds because he really supports Canadian film. Okay, when was the last time Ryan Reynolds was doing productions in Canada? Huh?
He
Doing
probably does a
Canadian
lot of work in
productions.
Vancouver.
When does he
You
do
count that?
Canadian productions though?
Let's look at his filmography.
How many of Cronenberg's films are like set in Canada, shot in Canada, CBS
Got to
funded
be
or
most
whatever,
of them.
right? Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing many Canadian productions here, Ryan,
He was married to Scarlett Johansson
for a
from
little bit.
2008 to 2011. Scarlett
Good for
Johansson is
him.
Danish? Dude, what if
That's why
she's
she's always
related
supporting
to
Danish.
Von Trier?
Yeah,
She could be related to Von Trier.
she probably is his daughter.
Let me search that up. Scarlett Johansson related to Lars von Trier.
Yeah, I think your mom is lying. I don't see any Canadian movies in
Scarlett
the last like 10
Johansson.
years for Ryan.
There is an article linking these two together. What is happening?
Has she been in any?
This was her first collaboration with Dogma. Dogma Dog. Lars. That's a great way to describe Lars, man.
That is
Hey,
awesome.
Dogma Dog.
Okay, the last Canadian movie that I see that Ryan Gosling or not that Ryan Reynolds has been a part of was The Whale, but the 2011 version, and he narrated it.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Scarlett Johansson was supposed to play the tree in Nymphomaniac?
Love to see. We'd love to
Wait,
see it.
wait, she played the horny tree in Antichrist? What? This is misinformation. What is going on? Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to do some investigations.
There's a lot that's coming. We're gonna have to do a
ScarJo.
whole episode just on their collaboration. Lars and ScarJo.
ScarJo Antichrist. That's just that one article. So this has to be misinformation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see it on her filmography.
Yeah, well, that's
I
crazy. Just this one article being like she was the tree in these films. That's kind of funny.
I definitely don't think it's true.
And then
That would
this
be
other
awesome.
article says Scarlett
We'll
Johansson
have to
is a
get them on.
human. Scarlett Johansson is a human H.R. Geiger's alien hybrid. Okay, I'm in too deep. I'm pulling the plug.
Okay.
But you heard it here first, Critter
Yeah.
Nation.
Breaking
Scarlett
news.
Johansson is the tree in Antichrist.
And she's also Lars von Trier's daughter.
Yeah,
That's official.
the guy who directed Drive is Danish, Nicholas Winding Refn. So
All the
a lot
greatest
of
people are
Danish.
Danish. Not a
Yeah.
Danish film. Is
Um,
Drive Dogma?
I couldn't imagine. No,
Probably not. Is this movie
no,
Dogma?
no.
Summertime? Why not?
Is David Lean's listed as a director? That's like the number
Oh
one.
yeah.
That's one of the rules that
That's
immediately omits
stupid
it.
rule. Yeah.
It is. But like with
But
that rule, none of the Dogma films are Dogma, surely, right? Because
no, I
they're
mean
always
Celebration
listing the
isn't.
directors, right?
Yeah. Thomas Vinterberg is the
God,
director of that
Dogma.
movie.
Dogma's pretty stupid. I like what it
Very
represents as a
pretentious.
trend, but it's pretty stupid. I think we should definitely try to shoot at least one Dogma film, though. That'd be really fun.
I think that it's like one of the assignments you actually have to do for our program is shoot a dogma.
Really.
Yeah.
Can't
Which
wait
is
to
like,
see what our class produces.
yeah, they're not going to be able to do it, I think. I mean, the spaces we have kind of prohibit dogma. Like we shoot in studios. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
We should
it's
make
not
some
what it's
dogma though.
supposed to be.
We should make a dogma film that's like
About
a
Critterpit.
tribute about Critterpit.
Make it just a documentary about Critterpit.
Do you know that Critterpit is Kafka-esque because we got cockroaches in the sea, which is kind of a reference to the Metamorphosis.
It is. It is actually a direct
Um,
reference. Thank you for
it's
bringing that up.
all it's
I'm surprised
all
nobody's talked about it yet.
it's all so interlinked, man. So like it's layers upon layers.
Everything
Interlinked.
comes back to Kafka.
Yeah, love Kafka. Love that sad guy. You
Yep.
know, in his lifetime, he like released none of his work.
Oh yeah? It's
He
all just
published
like,
a few things that went like very unnoticed, and he actually asked his buddy Max Broad because he was so unsure of his writing to burn everything he made once he passed away.
oh no.
And his buddy, credit to him, was like, "I'm not going to do that." He said that to him, and Kafka still like just burn it. And then
Just
Kafka
do it.
passed away at 40 due to like tuberculosis, I believe. And his
Yep.
buddy's like, "I'm not burning this," and he released it all. And now Kafka's like one of the greatest German writers, but writers of all time. You know,
Yeah.
which is
Well, I'm
so
glad that
crazy.
he didn't get any of the praise.
Yes,
That's
he
good.
was a very sad guy. I've heard people say he could have been like schizophrenic or something. He
Mm.
like apparently in his life was convinced everyone hated him. Had a difficult relationship with his father, I believe. So
Ooh,
poor Kafka.
poor Kafka.
Poor Kafka.
He'll
But
never got
now,
to experience the Crater Pit. That's sad.
shit. Do you think we could like AI resurrect Kafka and get him on the pod?
Sure. Nobody knows what his voice sounds like anymore,
We
Why
just need
not?
to get a. Here's what we need to do. We just need to get a German dude and say it's Kafka.
Yeah.
Just
We
any
brought him
German
back.
dude. This is
Why not?
Kafka, our boy.
Yeah. It'd be fun to
Yeah.
just like have a segment where we just ask Kafka what he thought of the movie.
Shit. And we still need to get Lars on.
Yeah. We're working on it. Behind the scenes, we're
Yeah.
working on it.
We're getting Lars and Scars Joe
Lars
on.
and Scars.
Lars and Scars.
Scars with Lars.
Yeah.
That would be good. I'd listen to that.
Good pod. Scars and Lars.
Scars with Lars. Yeah.
Get that AI generated, everybody.
Everybody, somebody give that to me.
I
gotta see
love
it.
Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell's a great film.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lars.
That was Scar Joe,
Weird,
right?
perverted man.
Ghost in the Shell.
It was, yeah.
Nice.
It's where she played the Asian person.
Shout the fuck out.
Yep.
Summertime's good movie. 7 out of
Good
10.
movie.
Would buy the Criterion.
7 out of 10. Yeah, if it's on sale, maybe. Why not?
Yeah, new 4K digital restoration, new interview with a film historian. Not too much supplementals, but got
That's
an
okay.
essay by film critic Stephanie Zacharek. So, for you Zacharek heads out there,
We got an interview for you.
yeah. Yeah. Do we have recommendations? We forgot to do that last episode, so I just put
Well,
Barbie
last
and
episode was
Oppenheimer.
such a
It was
crazy thing.
yeah, it was wild.
I recommend the movies of Dustin Guy Deffa. It's my
Pick one
recommendation.
or pick two.
I recommend Person to Person. I think that's a solid one
Person
to start. Person to Person.
person. Very nice. All
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Looks good.
Do you have any
Looks very good.
recommendations?
No, we only do one recommendation an episode.
Right. That's right. It'd be rude to break form.
Do you not know your lore?
Nope. I'm all
next time.
mixed up because we didn't do it last time.
Get hyped though. Next time we got RoboCop.
That'll be hype. Keegan.
We're bringing someone into the studio.
Yep. It's gonna be live.
Yep. It's gonna be a crazy, crazy time, I'm sure.
Yeah. I have a good feeling about it. I feel like the audio will be perfect.
I feel like the in person, it will really vibe.
Yeah. We'll all really vibe. It'll be great.
We're very excited.
Only one
Very
more
excited.
online app.
Yeah. Wait,
Yep.
what's after RoboCop? Is it
High and
High
Low.
and Low? Oh
That'll
my
be our
gosh.
final episode of season 1.
We're bringing Grammy in for that one, right?
Yeah, and Jake maybe if he's free.
Okay. Shout out. Okay, guys. Stay
Kurosawa. All
tuned.
right. Look, there's some good stuff coming.
Everybody, stay tuned.
Have a good day.
Thanks for tuning in, Critter Nation.
Adios.